live in HD. This is K2 News at 11 on your side.
Things get tense as the protesters hauled off by Portland police. More than 100 people hit the streets of downtown to protest two deadly police shootings since the beginning of the year. Good evening. Thanks a lot for being with us, everybody. I'm Steve Dunn.
And I'm Deborah Knapp. Jet Ranger 2 was above as protesters got into a confrontation with police that resembled some kind of tug of war. Police showed a heavy presence on the streets as protesters marched across downtown. K2's Bob High followed the protesters for hours tonight, and he's live in downtown tonight. Bob?
Well, Deb, some of those protesters could be spending time here at the Justice Center jail tonight after being taken into custody, where many of the confrontations took place tonight as demonstrators marched through downtown protesting fatal officer-involved shootings. A scuffle breaks out between Portland police bicycle officers and protesters in front of the Justice Center. The man at the center of the shoving match is finally handcuffed and taken into custody.
You train lethally. You shoot to kill.
The crowd he was part of left a trail of vandalism across downtown, including this shattered glass door at the Bank of America. It was bad enough for Andrea Meade to drop out of the demonstration.
Police need to be held accountable for the brutality that we have been seeing in the last few years. But this protest, the protesters themselves have taken this out of hand. I actually stayed back and I had to help clean up after them because they threw rocks at windows.
Hours earlier, we approached protesters carrying banners hoping to hear from them too.
We're not interested in talking.
Okay, so I came to ask. I'll always ask.
Thank you.
Others came to support the protest, but not the violence.
We don't want people to think that we are violent, but in return, some people need to contain their anger, even the police department.
I personally don't believe in the property damage of anything. Yet, when we're talking about the loss of human life, there's no comparison to property damage.
Police tried to keep the crowd of protesters from blocking streets. Some in the crowd instead tried to tie up traffic other ways. When shoving matches got out of hand, time and again, someone was taken into custody. Even though she quit marching because of the violence, Andrea Meade says these demonstrations and cat-and-mouse confrontations they spawn probably won't stop.
Until we start seeing that the police are being held accountable just like the rest of the citizens, protests like this are going to continue to happen.
I saw 3 people taken into custody myself, although police do not have a final count on the number of arrests for tonight's demonstration. Police said they'd be prepared for whatever demonstration took place tonight, and evidently they were. Live in downtown Portland, Bob High, K2 News.
It just seems like their message is lost, though, when you have situations like that property damage, Bob.
Depends on your perspective.
All right. Thank you.